Who knew a single birthday wish could change so much? What seemed like a simple gesture, Prime Minister Modi wishing the Dalai Lama on his 90th birthday in July 2025, ended up creating geopolitical tremors. But this wasn't just any message. It came at a time when India-China relations had been hanging by a thread for years. And what followed? China's sharpest official warning in recent memory. So what really happened? Let's break it down. India's decision to openly celebrate the Dalai Lama's 90th birthday in 2025, despite prior warnings from China, reignited tensions between the two Asian giants. As per reports, Beijing had urged India not to make the birthday a grand affair and not to interfere in what it considers internal matters. But India took a clear stand. Prime Minister Modi publicly extended birthday wishes to the Dalai Lama, calling him a symbol of love, compassion, patience, and moral discipline. And he did so on behalf of 1.4 billion Indians. The move, seen as a strong message of respect and recognition, did not sit well with Beijing. In response, China directly targeted PM Modi, stating that India should act and speak prudently and ensure that nothing damages the already sensitive bilateral ties. It formally lodged a diplomatic protest, escalating concerns over deteriorating relations. Tensions had only just begun to ease post-Galwan in 2020, but by mid-2025, a fresh series of flashpoints had surfaced. From China supporting Pakistan during Operation Sindoor, to blocking rare earth exports and even publishing new maps showing Arunachal Pradesh as Chinese territory, the signs of strain were clear. The Dalai Lama birthday controversy became the latest trigger. Adding to the symbolic defiance, two key Indian leaders, Union Minister Kiren Rijiju and Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu, personally attended the celebration. Both hail from Arunachal Pradesh, a state that China claims as its own. This was widely seen as a direct message. 1. India considers the Dalai Lama a respected spiritual leader. 2. Arunachal Pradesh is an integral part of India. 3. India will not allow foreign pressure to dictate its internal actions. According to observers, the Indian government's approach this time was far more strategic and assertive. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is believed to have played a key role in managing the optics and execution of this stand. China, on its part, repeated its long-standing stance that the 14th Dalai Lama is a separatist figure and should not be officially engaged. It stated that India should honor past commitments regarding Tibet and avoid using Tibet-related issues to interfere in China's internal affairs. Within hours of the 2025 celebration, a cross-party member of parliament reportedly wrote to the central government recommending that the Dalai Lama be awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. Such a move would carry enormous symbolic and diplomatic weight. Historically, India has followed an appeasement-based approach toward China, dating back to the Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai narrative of the Nehru era. The logic was simple: keep China happy, avoid conflict. But China seems to understand only strength. From attempts to change maps to backing India's adversaries, China's actions have consistently tested India's patience. And with the Dalai Lama issue back in focus, India appeared ready to push back. It's also worth noting that on June 2025, India held its largest ever joint military exercise with Mongolia, another of China's neighbors. While not overtly confrontational, the timing of the drill added to the broader strategic picture. China remains a major power, and there's no easy way to navigate this complex relationship. But one thing is clear: India's foreign policy is evolving, from cautious to calculated, from reactive to proactive. And that change is being noticed, not just in Beijing, but around the world. But the story doesn't end there. To understand the full picture, we need to zoom out, because this wasn't just about one birthday wish. It's part of a larger evolution in India's foreign policy, and one name keeps coming up again and again: Dr. S. Jaishankar. India's External Affairs Minister has become one of the most recognizable faces of modern Indian diplomacy. Known for his sharp articulation, strategic clarity, and calm but firm responses to global powers, Jaishankar has played a pivotal role in steering India through an increasingly complex geopolitical landscape. Under his watch, India has boldly responded to global challenges, whether it's defending its territorial claims, reshaping multilateral ties, or asserting its identity on the world stage. Take any major international forum in the past few years, and chances are you'll find Jaishankar giving a reality check, not just to China, but to the entire Western world. He's spoken openly about multipolarity, non-alignment 2.0, and the need for India to pursue strategic autonomy. In short, India will not be dictated to, not by alliances, not by threats, not by history. And when it comes to China specifically, the tone is unmistakable. From Ladakh to Arunachal Pradesh, trade to tech, the messaging has been clear. Dialogue is welcome, but aggression won't be ignored. Even in multilateral platforms like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization or BRICS, where China is present, India has held its ground, not through emotional rhetoric, but through data, diplomacy, and presence. It's not about picking a fight, it's about refusing to be cornered. This diplomatic posture is also reflected in India's growing defense partnerships. From deepening ties with the Quad nations to participating in military exercises with countries like France, Australia, Japan, and even Vietnam, India is actively shaping a new balance in Asia. Of course, challenges remain. China still has significant economic leverage. The trade deficit is wide. Border tensions simmer. But what's different now is the tone, the posture, the confidence. Gone are the days of silent diplomacy behind closed doors. Now India's foreign policy is loud, clear, and globally visible, and Jaishankar is one of its most consistent architects. This shift reflects a larger mood within India, that it's time to stop playing small and start acting like the major power it's becoming. Whether it's space missions, semiconductor strategies, or cultural soft power, India wants to be seen, heard, and respected. And that's why moments like the Dalai Lama birthday wish matter. Not just for the headlines, but for what they symbolize. That India is no longer playing defense. It's writing its own narrative. And here's something most analysts agree on. India's strategy today isn't just about managing China. It's about outgrowing the dependency on it. Take trade, for example. While China remains one of India's largest trading partners, recent years have seen a consistent push to diversify supply chains, boost local manufacturing through Make in India, and invest in alternative Asian partners. India is actively working with ASEAN nations, Japan, and South Korea to build stronger trade corridors that reduce reliance on any one player, especially one as unpredictable as China. At the same time, India is also investing in digital infrastructure and energy independence, reducing vulnerabilities that Beijing might exploit. From solar energy to semiconductor ambitions, the goal is simple. Be too strong to be pressured. This isn't about being anti-China. It's about being pro-India. Under Jaishankar's doctrine, India is learning to walk a tightrope, maintaining dialogue while drawing red lines. It's why you'll see India attending the same summits as China, but refusing to stay silent on critical issues. Whether it's defending its position at the UN, hosting summits like G20, or calling out global hypocrisy, India is speaking not just for itself, but often for the global South. How do you see India's role in global politics evolving? What do you think about this new diplomatic tone? Tell us in the comments. We love reading them.